Students, today we will learn about modal verb. So, what is modal verb? Modal verb is a type of verb that is used to indicate modality, that is, likelihood, ability, permission, request, capacity, suggestions, order, and obligations, advice, etc. Today we will talk about some most common modals, that is can, could, may, might, shall, will, should, must. Now we will learn about some common features that modals have. Modals have some common features like they are never used alone. They are always used with the principal verb. Like I can climb a tree. Here, climb is the principal verb and can is the modal auxiliary. Now, second feature is they are always followed by the first form of the verb, which is present tense. For example, I can play football. Now, here can is the modal and play is the first form or the base form of the verb. And always remember that they don't change with the subject of a sentence. Now we will learn the modals in details. First, we should know about can and could. Look at your screen. Now, can refers to the ability, like I can speak three languages. Now, can also refer and offer, can I help you? Can also use to show the possibility, like smoking can cause cancer, and can also use as a request, that is, can I go to the park? Or when a person is seeking a permission, he or she can use can. Can I borrow your notebook? Could, which is the past form of can, indicates the ability, possibility, request, and permission, as can indicates, but could also indicates the suggestion, like I could help you with Spanish, they could go to the movies if you are interested. Now, students, we will learn about another modal, may, and the past form of may, might. May and might both suggest the possibility, like it might rain later, so take an umbrella, and it also indicates giving permission. You may have another cookie if you like, and it also indicates asking for a permission. May I borrow your pen, please? This is a more formal permission. It also expresses wishes. May the new year bring your happiness. And it also speculates about the past actions. She is late. She may have missed her plane. Now, may or might can normally be interchanged without a significant difference in the meaning. However, might often implies a smaller chance of something happening when expressing a possibility. Now, it may rain, 70% chance if we say it may rain, but when we say it might rain, then the chances are less than it may rain. When expressing wishes or giving permission, only may is used. Now, moving on our next modals, shall and should. Shall indicates the simple future, like I shall take part in the tournament next week. It also indicates the desire, we shall accept your present. Shall also shows promise. She shall get a sari if she stands first. It also indicates intention, like I shall buy the blankets. Also, the suggestion, shall we have some rest now? And it sometimes orders, I say, you shall post this later. Should, which is the past form of shall, indicates duty. The teacher should show good result. It indicates the obligations. You should keep your word. Sometimes it also indicates the advice. We should serve our country. It also denotes the suggestion. You should engage a tutor for your son. It also indicates the desire. Should I speak to Rajni? Students go through the charts very carefully so that you can understand each models very clearly. Moving on to our next models, which are wheel and wood. Both wheel and wood indicates the request, where wheel indicates the informal request like will you lend me your book. Would indicates the polite request. Would you study with me? Both in their negative form indicates the refusal like I won't do your work, and in the past form she wouldn't help me yesterday. Will and would also indicates offer, where will indicates the offer that is made at present or that will be made in future, like I will watch your children today. And offer also indicated by would in the past form, like I would have helped you. Now, if there is the conditional sentence, that is, if in the sentence there are conditions, we can use the modal will in the first conditional, and we can use the modal would in the second and third conditionals. Will also indicates or denotes the future, like we will visit Spain next month, and would also indicates the future in the past. Now we will learn about our next modal must. We use must when we indicate some obligations, like you must wear a seat belt when you drive. It also indicates the deduction, that is something which is certainly true. Look at all that snow, it must be cold outside. Must emphasize necessity. Plants must have light and water to grow. Must also indicates strong recommendation. We must go together for dinner soon. And if it is used in a negative form, it indicates the prohibition. You must not use your phone while driving. Now, students, we will have a look to the subtle difference between the modal must and should. Modal must express a stronger point of view, but the modal should does not express any stronger point of view. Rather, it gives the suggestion. The modal should expresses opinion, one person's point of view. The modal must also expresses opinion, one person's point of view, but at the same time it indicates a stronger point of view, where should does not indicate it. Boys, hope you have got a clear idea about the modals.